Well, in a story that always seemed a bit odd, it seems that things are kind of just now boiling to the surface, involving Beau DeMayo, who was the showrunner of the X-Men 97 cartoon that launched on Disney Plus. That was the sort of, I guess, relaunch from the childhood classic X-Men cartoons that I grew up watching. Right before that launched, he was fired, and we really didn't hear anything else about it until this past week. And there are some things going on. So we got an article here from Variety we're going to check out, and also what Beau DeMayo himself says happened. So we're going to dig into that. So hi, I'm Jared with Capture the Magic, and like we said, we got an article here from Variety, and the headline is Beau DeMayo's lawyer accuses Disney of gaslighting and planting illegal, unconscionable items in contracts after X-Men 97 creator fired. It says X-Men 97 creator Beau DeMayo attorney has issued a statement in response to Disney saying DeMayo was fired from the series due to misconduct allegations. They said, quote, having much experience with Disney, the playbook is always the same, attorney Brian Friedman of Friedman, Tattleman and Cooley said in a statement in Variety. Family friendly on the outside, but secretly attempting to plant illegal, unconscionable items in contracts that silence the truth and stop the employee/customer from asserting basic constitutional rights. The statement comes one day after Disney issued a statement of its own regarding not only why DeMayo was fired from the series, but why his credits are to be removed from the second season of X-Men 97. DeMayo had taken to social media earlier in the day stating that Disney had taken an aforementioned action due to his gay pride post that he made in June. So that post that he's referring to is this one here. So he says, firstly, I'm so grateful to have worked on X-Men 97, collaborating with some amazingly talented folks. Creating the revival was a dream come true, and the support fans have shown is so touching. However, it felt pressing for me to speak up in the wake of leaving the show. On the next slide is X-Men fan art I posted on Instagram for Gay Pride in June. On June 13th, Marvel sent a letter notifying me that they'd strip me of my season 2 credits due to the post. Sadly, this is the latest in a troubling pattern I suffered through while working on X-Men 97 and Blade. He also was, I think, was part of a team or something that working on the new Blade movie, and that one has been in limbo for years now. I'll have more to say soon, but must take a step back from social media to find a safer space for me to be out, proud, and nerdy. And then he says this is the post in which they fired him for. So I don't really know if that's the one they actually fired him for. That would be interesting. I kind of find it hard to believe that Disney, in the modern era of Disney, would fire a gay black man for this post, but this is what he's saying. So, who knows? They go on to say Disney responded by saying that it took action after an investigation found that DeMayo had committed egregious misconduct during his time on the show, but did not elaborate on the nature of the misconduct. A source told Variety that it was sexual misconduct that led to DeMayo's initial removal, and repeated violations of his separation agreement led to the removal of his season 2 credits. Say, as we explain through our detailed examples, which we will roll out in detail one by one, Disney's model is very clear and repetitive illegal pattern, Friedman's statement continued. Once it gets challenged or exposed, the gaslighting and redirection of the blame toward anyone willing to tell the truth starts through an international, well-oiled publicity machine. It says Friedman has represented a number of high-profile clients over the years, including Megyn Kelly, Gabrielle Union, and Michael Jackson Estate, and Chris Harrison. I mean, in terms of the show itself, I was surprised. I actually liked X-Men 97. I did not really anticipate it being very good, especially given modern Disney stuff. And I can't say I knew much about Beau DeMayo, but the show was actually really solid. So whenever I saw that, he was fired before it even premiered, that was interesting. And then he really hadn't said anything up until now. In terms of what happened, I mean, who knows? It's Hollywood. I don't think anybody I think really good people in Hollywood are probably really, really difficult to come by. So, Disney has a history of, treating talent a certain way. And I don't think that's always the best way. And again, they comment on here about, their well-oiled machine in terms of going after people. If they do decide they no longer want to work with you, or they decide to go after you, they obviously own ABC. They have ability to do those types of things. I mean, look no further than how they turned around and what they did with Gina Carano. Agree with her or not, they went after her with that well-oiled machine to really tarnish her name. So I think Beau DeMayo is basically insinuating the same thing here, but also given modern day Disney, I just find it difficult that post that he made is the reason they fired him. I mean, given Disney basically has that messaging quite a bit just from their corporate standpoint of things. So, um, I guess who knows? I obviously don't know what's what and who's telling the truth here, but it's interesting to watch this play out and see if there's anything else that comes out about this. I'm sure that there's going to, because it doesn't seem like Beau DeMayo is going quietly about this. So we will have to wait and see if there's any further developments from this. If he has receipts, if he has proof, or whatever the case may be. But either way, I mean, I suppose if you're Disney here, you actually had a good show on Disney Plus. Unfortunately, it seemed like that may be perhaps a one-hit wonder, because who knows with season 2. It seemed like he was involved with season 2, because obviously he has credits for it. But at this point, I don't know if it's going to be anything like season 1 and if the quality is the same. But this is one of those situations where I'm not going to jump to the defense of anybody in this. Who knows? I don't know either one of these parties and what they're doing with this. So I'm just basically the point of just sit back and see what they say and what comes out. And, as is Hollywood, probably both sides are at fault, and nobody's really a good guy here, would be kind of my guess. But we'll have to wait and see how it all shakes out and what further details develop, because I imagine there will be more coming out. But that's going to do it for this video. If you like this video, please like it and subscribe to the channel, as we do lots of coverage here of pop culture and theme parks. And let us know in the comments, what do you think about all this? And do you think this is a bad sign for season 2 of X-Men 97? And until next time, we will see you later.